This is Julie McDonald with Microcom Technologies, and I'd like to thank all of you for attending today's webinar with Joe. Today's host is Jose Almanzar. He is their communications specialist, as well as Patrick Mahar. He is their sales account manager. And Jose will be presenting. If anyone has any questions, please submit them in the question box so that Jose and or Patrick can answer them at the end of today's presentation. Thank you guys for being with Microcom today. We greatly appreciate it. I am finished for now, so go ahead and take it on over.
Hey everyone, first of all, thank you, Julie, for providing us with the opportunity to present today. We truly appreciate it. And thank you everyone else as well for being here. Today we're going to talk about Jonard tools as a whole, specifically some of the things that we feel differentiate us from everyone else. As you all probably know, the tool manufacturing industry is a massive one, but nonetheless, we do consider ourselves to have certain qualities that really make us stand out. So we're going to go ahead and go over some of those qualities. But first, I'll give you just a brief history on Jonard. So we were founded in 1958 by two gentlemen named Joe and Bernard, hence the name Jonard. It's just a combination of both names. And since then, we've acquired a couple companies such as OK Industries and Cooper Pliers, which have definitely helped us expand in general. In 2014, we actually rebranded from Jonard Industries Corp to Jonard Tools, which we feel better encapsulates us as a brand. Several years later, we became #1 in the CAT-V and fiber tool market worldwide. And as of 2023, we take great pride in the fact that our tool line exceeded over 1,000 products. So in short, for the last 65 plus years of Jonard's existence, we've grown very rapidly, not just in terms of our tool line, but also in terms of our brand name. It's funny because I have certain colleagues who have been with us for like 20 years, and they always tell us how 10 years ago, they would go to a trade show and basically no one had heard of Jonard Tools. You know, we were always very well respected in the industry, but not a lot of people knew who we are. Fast forward to now, and we go to trade shows, and all we see is just a bunch of people lined up, you know, ready to try out our new tools, asking us when we're going to come out with certain products and whatnot. So it just goes to show how much we've expanded over the years, not just in terms of our products, but also in terms of our brand. So one of the very exciting things that happened last year into this year is we're going to be expanding our operations, and we're going to be headquartered in this new state-of-the-art facility in Elmsford. So we're actually currently in Elmsford as we speak, but our new headquarters are going to be basically across the street. And this is just very exciting because it goes to show how much effort we've put into growing and expanding. And we truly believe that this new space will offer us resources to continue to expand and to continue to grow the Jonard brand. So what do we offer, right? Honestly, basically everything. You know, we have tools in the coax industries, electrical industries, fiber optic industries, you name it, we have it. Now, in the small likelihood that we don't have it, one of the things that we pride ourselves in is we like to create solutions to our customers' problems, right? So if there happens to be some kind of product or tool that we don't have, there have been many instances in the past where customers have come to us with a particular product in mind, particular solution in mind, and we go ahead and create it. That's what we do here at Jonard at the end of the day, is we create solutions to any problems that customers may have. So these are 3 things that I feel differentiate us the most from a lot of other companies. First and foremost is our made for life, guaranteed for life lifetime warranty. So we are so confident in the quality of our tools that we offer a lifetime warranty. So if your product gets there damaged, if I don't know, if you drop your hand tool, if a truck runs over it, all you have to do is call our customer service line and we will replace it with no questions asked. Again, this just goes to show how confident we are that all of our hand tools are made with premium care and quality. And honestly, you probably shouldn't even have any problems with it to begin with. But if you do, we'll replace it with no questions asked. Also, something that makes us unique is that almost 99% of our orders ship complete within 24 hours, and we always carry huge inventory levels. One of the things that make us unique is that next to our headquarters, we actually have our own warehouse, again, where we keep 3 to 6 months worth of inventory. So that just allows us to make sure we have, everything in stock at all times in case a customer needs it impromptu. We always have it available. Another thing that we really pride ourselves in at Jonard is innovation. So we introduce about 5 to 10 new tools every month. And this is just for the purpose of meeting the evolving needs of all the industries that we're a part of. And all of the tools that we come up with are engineered with maximum efficiency, durability, and user comfort. So we are the global leader in fiber optic tools. This is probably what I would say is our bread and butter. And honestly, it's very important, especially right now, because we have seen a tremendous amount of investment, not just in the United States, but also worldwide in terms of fiber optic infrastructure. I think during COVID, a lot of people realized just how important it is to have high-speed internet in your home, regardless of your situation. And so there has been just a huge global incentive to make sure that we're able to, allocate those resources to people who need it. And we're very happy to be a big part of making this happen, not just in the US, like I said, but globally. So we have fiber optic cleaning equipment, and unfortunately, this is one of the most overlooked parts of the whole fiber optic process, is making sure that the fiber and your fiber connectors are clean. A lot of people who are out there in the field always tell us that the biggest reason to have a network that's unsustainable or faulty is a lack of care and in terms of like cleaning the fiber connectors and your fiber. And so we offer tools things such as clean wipes and connector cleaners to ensure that you're always able to sustain the integrity of your network. We also have tools for slitting and ringing. My personal favorites are our mid-span tools, our MS line, which are patented tools that basically slit and ring a fiber cable, allowing you to, open up the fiber jacket, the outer jacket of the fiber without harming any of the internal fiber. And there's a lot of different sections for different sizes of cable that you can, go ahead and test depending on what you're working on. And again, this just allows you to, do the work smoothly, quickly, and most importantly, safely without, damaging any of the interior parts of the cable. Finally, we have fiber test equipment. This is basically, the last step in ensuring the integrity of any network. We offer tools for small scale projects, such as our visual fault locator at the bottom right, our VFL 300, to tools for higher scale projects, such as our OTDR 1500. And again, these tools are just to, ensure that the signal strength is where you want it to be. You're able to detect faults whenever you need to, and it just allows you to troubleshoot any problems efficiently, which allows you to minimize maintenance costs. Also, in addition to our fiber tool line, we have high performance network and IT tools. And this, varies from cable mappers to cable strippers to crimpers and so on. So these are some of the network test equipments that we offer. We offer HDMI cable testers, cable mappers. My personal favorite is actually the TETP 800, which is the cable tester tone and probe kit. It basically allows you to trace and identify cables, wires, and wire pairs. It comes with a test and tone generator as well as a tracing probe. And it just allows you to do the work, quickly, efficiently, and as safe as possible. One of our recent additions actually to our tool line are our electrical tools. So we offer a lot of the basic things you would find in an electrician's tool bag, such as pliers, screwdrivers, wire strippers, both insulated and not insulated. We also offer electrical test equipment, clamp meters, outlet testers. My personal favorite is actually our automatic intelligent multimeter, our AMM 600. One of the things that makes this equipment very unique from us specifically is that it can actually auto detect the function or certain functions, I should say, based on the input. For example, if you were to connect it to an outlet, it would automatically detect it as AC current. And if you were to do the same with a battery, it would automatically detect it as DC current. So that just takes, the guesswork out of the user and allows for a seamless process in testing. We also offer high quality Cat-V, coax, and VDV tools. And again, this is just for the purpose of ensuring high quality connections and minimal signal loss wherever you are. We have unique low voltage tools as well. This is extremely important for us to basically minimize the amount of time that it takes you to do a particular job. And also it allows you to do that particular job safely. One of my personal favorites is the cable pulley, our CP475, which basically allows you to pull cable smoothly and efficiently. Our cable pulley is very unique because it has anti-friction material that allows you to, pull the cable or the cable to be pulled in the direction that it's actually being pulled. Again, this just, minimizes the amount of time that you need in the field and the cost as well. So we also have sharp and precise cable and wire strippers. My personal favorite is, and this is a cheat code, honestly, because it's one of our most popular tools, but if you can see to the bottom left, that's our JIG 375, our wire stripper. It just, again, all of our tools are manufactured to just efficiently, strip cables of any size, which, lowers your maintenance costs and just allows you to do things efficiently and as quickly as possible. Last but certainly not least, we have tools for any environment, right? Whether it's light out or dark inside. We have our new Solis light that encompasses our work lights, rechargeable flashlights and headlamps. Now, we have this because we understand that different workers work under different circumstances. And so, here at Jonard, we always want to make sure that we accommodate all types of workers in all types of environment. And for a very long time, we feel like we didn't have anything to provide for people who work under, dark settings. And so this is what kind of incentivizes us to produce our Solis light, or our Solis line, I should say. And like I said, we have a work light, a flashlight, headlamp, all tools that allow you to work safely under the darkest of environments. So to summarize, here at Jonard, we do really value, premium quality, and we do really value just coming up with solutions to problems. One of the examples that I like to give And I actually should probably have a photo of this, but we recently came out with some work gloves not too long ago. And the work gloves that we offer actually allow you to detach the tips of the gloves so that you have your fingers exposed when you're doing work. And this was actually an idea that we came up with because one of our ambassadors in the field was talking about how all of the gloves that he's used basically prevent him from being as efficient as he'd like to be, because the tips of his fingers are always covered, and so it makes it a little bit harder to work with wires and multiple things out there in the field. This message was echoed to one of our marketing assistants, and then we had a discussion internally about whether or not we should basically take this project on and make this available for the public. And after much conversation, we decided to make it happen. And right now, I would say it's probably one of our more popular tools for end users whenever we go to trade shows. I think of all the tools I've ever had to give away, that one's the one that gets given away the most, at least from my experience. So again, this just goes to show that we're always looking to see what kind of problems are out there in the industry, and we're always trying to come up with adequate solutions. So yeah, that's basically it. If anyone has any questions, me and Pat are going to try our best to answer them, but this is the end of our presentation.
Thank you so much, guys. Jose, wonderful presentation. We all loved it. And let's get started with some questions. I've got a few of them here for you. Okay, first question, here we go. How do you balance innovation with the heritage of a company founded in 1958?
Can you repeat that question one more time, Julie?
Of course, it's kind of a wide, broad stroke question. But it says, how do you balance innovation with the heritage of a company founded in 1958?
Yeah, so that's actually a great question. And honestly, a lot of that comes from our leadership team. I think our leadership team is very adamant on being open to trying out new things. We have this, I guess, motto, for lack of a better term, here at Jonard, where we always encourage people to ask questions, regardless of how, I guess, inadequate you may think your question is. Things always come from, intricate and well thought out questions. And, because we're always open, to trying out new things, to, playing around with new product lines, that allows us to always keep that mindset of being innovative. And, to add along to that, one of the big struggles that, or not struggles, but challenges that we face is because we come out with so many tools every month, people always ask, oh, how do you ensure that, each individual tool you come out with the same amount of, premium quality and innovation? And again, I would just say to that, it all comes down from leadership and from their messaging. We all understand that our number one thing here at Jonard is innovation and premium quality. And so regardless of how many tools we come out with on any given month, we ensure that we dedicate, we allocate a team to dedicate the time needed for every specific product so that we ensure, that they meet the criteria of being premium quality and innovative. So yeah, I know that was kind of like a long answer to your question, but it's more of a mindset thing. Here at Jonard, we're just always open to trying new things, experimenting with new product lines, and that's what keeps us ahead in the industry at all times.
Yeah, we also listen to what our customers have to say. So sometimes, like Jose mentioned in the presentation earlier, sometimes we may not have a specific tool, but there's such a high demand for it. Being up with the change of times, we would go ahead and go to the drawing board, work with our engineers to design a product that's similar to the one that our customers are asking for. But obviously for proprietary reasons on certain products, it may have to be designed a little bit differently. So, we take that into consideration as well.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. And you're right, all questions are worth asking. And you guys sound extremely innovative because you've been around a long time and you've seen how the industry has grown and you've been part of it. So that's really wonderful. Next question for you guys. How do you maintain product quality and reliability across such a broad tool lineup?
Also,
A lot of man hours of work.
that's definitely part of it. Yeah.
All of our tools that are, I don't want to say invented, but that we come up with and we certify, and that are included in our lifetime warranty. The reason why they are is because of the rigorous testing that they go through. So it's not like we're coming up with these new products, over the course of 3 to 6 months. These things have been in work for probably, it could be anywhere from a year to 2 years, depending on how complex the actual tool is. So they go through rigorous testing through months. In some cases, it could be even a year of all the, being put out in the field, testing it, getting a feel for the technicians that are using it. Is this what they're looking for? Does it work a certain way? Can we tweak it a little bit? So all of this goes on for, it can be anywhere from a year to 2 years at a time before the actual product is released.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, Patrick speaks there of our, QC, of our quality control, and we really take pride in making sure that the quality of all of our products are up to date and meets the criteria that we hold ourselves to. But also something that Patrick mentioned earlier is we do listen to customers, and a lot of the things that they have for us is feedback, right? Useful feedback from the field. We understand that our customers are basically the most knowledgeable when it comes to what makes a tool great. Because they're out there in the field with these tools every day. So in addition to our rigorous QC process, we also make sure that we get input from actual workers in the field to make sure that we maintain that quality and function that a lot of our customers expect from us.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you guys for that so much. Next question here for you. Are there any plans to expand into smart or connected tools, like tools with digital features, for example?
So depending on what you mean by digital features, we already have some tools with digital features.
Yeah, like some of our fiber test tools do have digital features built into them in our electronic. You mean for like specific electronic devices?
Even for specific electronic device, like the multimeter that I went over has some digital features that I think are advanced. We also have, as Patrick mentioned, for our fiber test equipment, our OTDR. Yeah, our OTDRs, for example, have digital features. We have now, I think, 3 OTDRs, one that isn't touchscreen, but the last 2 that we came up with that we brought onto our product line are both touchscreen, and they have a bunch of features that you can explore on the interface. And yeah, we're going to continue to introduce new digital features depending on the industry that we're navigating, and that's something that we're definitely going to keep up to date with as we continue to come up with more product.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It sounds like if anyone's looking for anything like that, we could just go to your website and just find all of your products. And some detailed and some technical information as well.
Yeah, one of the things that kind of differentiates us from some of our competition is, bringing that up is our website. So on our website, there's a lot of great features to it. One, not only having all the products on there, but 2, we give you a detailed overview. We also give you product specs that, if you needed to even forward it to a colleague or someone else, you can just kind of drop it and it's email ready, email friendly, ready to go. But we also provide not only data sheets, we provide the specs, complete overview, and videos, which customers, both end users, find that come in very handy, especially when, they may not be familiar with that particular tool, but know they need to use it. So we provide training on our website as well as all the data sheets. So that's one of the key differentiators as well, is providing not only a quality product, but having all of the information that supports it available to you, the end user, and for the customer.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for that detailed information. Next question here for you. How do you handle warranty claims for folks who are not in the US and they're internationally located?
So whether you are in the US or not, we do have a customer service team in-house, and that's actually something that I feel like differentiates us from other companies as well, is that we have an actual human that you can talk to, regardless of where you are. And that person will take great care in making sure that, whatever questions you have, whether it be a faulty tool or whether it be, you just wanting to know how a certain product works, we have a team of dedicated experts here that can, walk you through those processes, and give you the resources that you need to continue to trust us as your go-to brand. So yeah, it doesn't really matter where you are. We have English speakers, Spanish speakers, Chinese speakers. We have we can help anyone out no matter where they are.
And we have 2 additional warehouses abroad. So for our customers who are abroad and buying our products, you don't have to worry about being shipped from the US. We also have local inventory out in the UK as well. So for those customers, we would ship out of that warehouse as opposed to the customers who are in the United States. So we have multiple options to make it very easy and painless, which is the whole point of it. One for the customers, if you have an issue with the device, you go through our return RMA process. Fill out the form, tell us, the experience that you had. And like we said, no questions asked. We go ahead and we send it out to you and replace that tool within a matter of a couple of days.
Excellent, guys. It sounds like you've got everybody covered. That sounds fantastic.
Thank you. Yep, that's what we try to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Last question here for you guys. Here we go. How is Jonard prepared for trends like automation in the field work or AI-aided diagnostics?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and it touches on the ever-evolving AI industry. So one of the, I guess, perks of being in the industry that we're a part of is it is very unlikely, obviously, that AI will ever replace the kinds of stuff that we do. And in addition to that, I feel like AI will help us even more than it would help other industries, because what AI does for us is that it allows us to create tools that are more efficient and that are able to, basically make the life easier for the worker. Once again, I know I've already cited this multiple times, but our multimeter is a great example of that. Our multimeter has a feature that allows you to, automatically detect the function based on the input, which, is something that was not really viable back in the day, but it's something that, you can do now, and it'll, take the guesswork out of the user and allow you to, do your job more efficiently and quicker. That's just a small example of ways that AI can kind of be allocated into our industry to help improve it, and as opposed to like what's happening in a lot of other industries, which is more of like a replacement. So yeah, we have a team here of dedicated engineers who are always keeping up with those AI trends and ensuring that we're using what we can to ensure that our products are up to date and meet the standards of just the modern era that we're in right now.
Yeah, AI can only help you so far with certain equipment. I could see AI helping us in the future with some of our test equipment. But for the regular standard tools, it'd be hard to implement some form of AI unless it's some sort of smart tool.
Can't do it with a plier, right?
We can leverage it. We leverage it and use it in our marketing aspects every day. as well as putting together our videos, on Instagram and all the social media forums. So, we are using it on a daily basis, and, we'll see what the future brings, right? And one of the things that we take pride in, being around for 65 years, we adapt with the times. So if technology allows us to implement and utilize AI, we will be doing that to help better serve the customers.
Yeah, and just to echo that as well, I think it's really important that we can, and this is what we do here at Jonard, is that we continue to use AI as a resource, right? Because when you use it as a resource, as a tool that can help, increase your overall efficiency, that's when I feel like you'll start to see, more results. But for us, it can never fully replace the work that our actual people here do, So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Jose and Patrick, for answering all those questions for us today. And also thank you to everyone for attending this webinar as well. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact your sales rep or email us at sales@microtech.com. Microcomtech.com, thank you. And if you wish to view any of the products mentioned or shown today, please remember that this webinar presentation has been recorded and it will be uploaded to our Microcom YouTube channel later today. Everybody, thank you so much. Patrick, Jose, I'm going to reach out to you guys so we can do this again in, maybe 6 weeks and see how Jonard is coming along and see what else it is you could share with us. Everybody, have a fantastic day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.